Hello and welcome to another edition of the program of the Biblewheel. And this is the continuation of the previous subject on Heraclius in the 7th century. Actually, it's more related to his son Heraclonas. The name Heraclius means a hero, and this is how Judges is related to the 7th century. Heraclius was considered to be a hero because he had run back to Constantinople as soon as he heard that Phocas, the emperor of the time, had raped Photius's wife, a famous nobleman's wife. He went back and having set his foot on his neck, and he told them, "Is this how you rule, wretch?" And Phocas had replied, if you would have ruled, how would you have done it yourself? Would you be better?" And in his anger, he cut his head off. And as he ruled, his life, his way of ruling proved that at some point he was a hero. But then when his first wife died, through his first wife, he had one son, Constantine, as far as I know. Constantine the Third, was it? Yeah, I think it's Constantine the Third. But he actually married his niece. Heraclius married his niece Martina, and as a result, he fell out of favor. And of all the children that he had through his niece, a good number of them became sick, physically sick, disabled, and as a result, when Heraclius died, both Constantine and Heraclonas became co-emperors, and there was a conflict between the two, and Constantine eventually won during the conflict, but he actually mutilated his half-brother, Heraclonas, and as a result, this is the first time someone, especially a monarch, as far as I know, has been mutilated. And I believe, was it his nose or was his ears that were cut off or something? But this reminded me of the 7th books. The book of Judges mentioned two people that were mutilated. It was in Judges chapter 1. There was Adoni-Bezek. Wasn't he Amorite king or something? But as soon as when he was the king of the Jebusites, and once they captured Jerusalem, they mutilated him. They cut off his thumbs, and he said, "Just as I had done it to others, God had returned it unto me." And he actually died in Jerusalem. But the next person I know who was mutilated was Samson, by the hands of the Philistines. When Delilah betrayed him, the Philistines took him and put his eyes out. And but as far as I know, I was wondering, is there any mentioning of incest or someone marrying within the family? And it reminded me of Caleb's brother Kenaz's son Othniel. Othniel married Caleb's daughter, Aksa. And I'm not sure if when it says Caleb's brother Kenaz, is it a close brother, or is it a cousin, or a distant cousin? Because even if it's a brother in the Bible, it might refer to a distant relative. But that's what I found. But it doesn't mention any condemnation. Maybe that was maybe it was a distant cousin or something. I don't know. But Heraclius' father actually was also known to be Heraclius. He was an exarch of Africa near Carthage, I believe. And so the meaning of the name Heraclius, as I mentioned before, is hero, which relates to the book of Judges.